Hey YouTube, coming at you with Great League Dewgong. So Dewgong got Drill Run, and one of the limitations if you hadn't seen Dewgong in the past is because the only other move it had was a water type move. I think Water Pulse. And the problem with that is if you go against a water, you have nothing to throw at it. So now you have Drill Run, and Drill Run is very, very nice because although water was fine against the steels, it was terrible against other waters, and one of the main waters in this meta right now is Lanturn, which takes super effective from Drill Run. So it's a nice, really nice add to Dewgong. Dewgong is very tanky. I suggested using it on the lead because you can just Icy Shard, Icy Wind opponents and force them out. I ran into it a few times today in the back and it worked just as well against my team when it's in the back. So I don't think you need to use it on the lead. Week 2 fighting, electric, maybe grass. So a few things. So for the fighter, I put in sableye to deal with that, and it deals with just sort of most things. And I also put in electrode as like a sort of nuke, because again, if Dewgong is an okay neutralish lead that you don't need to get out of, and sableye is going to have problems with like just normal type Pokemon or fairies, like electrode just with wild charge seems to be a good pairing with it. So let's get into the battles. And perfect example. So you would have absolutely nothing to do in this matchup because you would only have water and ice, but now you can throw these drill runs. The problem is it's a non-stab drill run, and you're Dewgong, so you're not very attack heavy. So even, and I guess like a Zoom roll, who is very defensive. So these drill runs are taking a while to do any sort of real damage. They get out and to come into G-Fisk, and I was like, I was pressing Icy Wind. I'm like, no, what are we doing? I want to see how much a drill run does here. So Rock Slide is super effective. That's fine. I don't really care. I just want to see. Like I said, it's the first week. You just need to test to see how these things play out. And it does like, I don't know, 40 to 50% looks like. So in of itself, it's okay. Again, it's nice to have that option now, even though it's non-stab. So I just got a good mount chip there now. Shadow Claw foul play is pretty good. I'm going to shield because I think it's probably an earthquake. They're at an earthquake and they're very, very low, so there's probably no reason not to throw it. So I'm just going to shield. I expected the play rough snipe, so I caught it. Unfortunately, I caught Ice Beam. Okay, so maybe they do not have play rough. Maybe they just have Ice Beam Hydro Pump, which makes sense because that's why they didn't throw. So at that point, I'm like, okay, let's just sacrifice this. Sableye, I know you can probably, they have a fair at the front. Unless they have the owl in the back, there's not a ton of things that are just going to hard wall you in the back here. They come in G-Fisk, so I'm like, okay, that's interesting because now I just got more energy. And it is a Haunter in the back. So yes, that is not something you would want to see if you are Sableye is not what you want to see. I stay in here way too long. I have such a good answer in Sableye because they can only throw Bulldoze. So I don't know why I did not switch sooner. I took a move. I think my initial thought process was Drifblim is going to be weak to both Sableye and Electrode too, so I can just kind of stay in. But I'm like, no, the counter and body slams are going to add up a lot because counter is super effective. So should have got out sooner. Take a Bulldoze here, which does add up. Like Vigoroth is still pretty decent in this meta. Vigoroth is decent in this meta, and it now doesn't need to deal with Trevenant as much. So Vigoroth may actually be a sneaky pick to come in here. Anyways, get foul play off. This will be super effective. That's great. They make the ultimate mistake here. You cannot go down to your last Pokemon when you are against a Pokemon that knows how to lower your attack. So I am fine coming in here, even though these counters are doing super effective. These Icy Winds are going to lower their attack. I can probably take a move now because I lower their attack. So take that body slam, that's fine. I'm going to get to another Icy Wind. At this point, 2 times lowered attack against, I think they have to shield too, so they're going to get too low. And now it's in wild charge range. So 2 times lower attack with 2 shields. They have absolutely no shot here. Just taking the moves just to show that like your attack's down 2. You're not doing you're not doing anything here. So I'm going to have back-to-back wild charges, be able to take this out for the win. So that's one of the, it's always been a strength of Dewgong, is just being able to lower your attack, and it's so tanky Not a good lead here. So I came in sableye as a safe swap, but this is not even a good matchup either. These volt switch eyes up. The lunge would really hurt. So you need to shield this. That's gonna lower my attack though. And I'm in a bad matchup here now against Whiscash because my attack's lowered and these mud bombs are gonna come pretty quick. I have my Whiscash team coming tomorrow. So these mud bombs are gonna add up pretty quick, and again, Mudshot Mud Bomb is a very tough combo. Got to the return, I bait, doesn't matter, they're gonna get a move off and take me out anyway, so probably should have just thrown the return, but we'll go down here. Dewgong's gonna come in, I guess farm, but you're just now gonna see like a few Mudshot and Mud Bombs come in here against me, which again will start adding up with that little Mud Bomb boost there. So I thought I was thinking you know what, try and get at least 2 moves so that if they come in with the Galvantula, you can at least throw an Icy Wind, but they come in with the Defense Deoxys, so they have 2 answers to Dewgong. So lower their attack, but at this point, I need to land like 4 wild charges between the 2 teams, so I do not see a win condition here. It's tough with so many counter users all over the place here. There's not a ton you can do about it, and a counter user team, a team with a counter user and an electric Pokemon is also very tough. So that's what you need to worry about with Dewgong. And I haven't seen the team yet, but Metajam and Lanturn, I would, again, those are double weak to Trevenant, but Metajam and Lanturn, if you keep it away from something like that, you're going to get into trouble pretty quickly with Dewgong, right? Because you're going to have a couple answers that are everywhere, which is why you sort of need answers to those. But Sableye is not even a good answer for Lanturn. So Lanturn scares me for Dewgong, and then Metacham. Metacham, you can at least the counters add up, but you can Ice Shard, Icy Wind, and lower their attack a couple times. So it's a loss, but it doesn't it's not brutal. You do have the Drill Run, which is super effective now, but again, I don't think it's enough to matter too much. Do get a wild charge off, not enough to take it out. So despite the tough lead and tough backline, not bad. Clefable, let's see, I saw 2 Clefable leads. I misplayed one completely, and one I played much better. So let's see which one this is. Because, fun fact, even though I got to 2 Icy Winds before they get to 3 moves, I, in one of the matchups, decided not to throw the Icy Wind quickly, and they got 3 moves and had to shield. I'm wondering if it's this one. Not good, because I can just go, it's always low, throw the Icy Wind, take this out. I can live a move. I can live the second move. I can't live a third, but I can live a second. So let's just throw the Icy Wind here. Let's throw the Icy Wind here. Let's throw the Icy Wind here. No, okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So I have to shield that up for no reason. Tell me you don't count without telling me you don't count, sort of thing. This will take it out. The thing is, I kind of know that I can just lower the attack of what comes in or throw this. And I'm I don't want to just get farmed down and then come out with 100 energy here. So let's just come in Sableye and start chipping here with the claws. Take a move, even though they're going to lower my attack. It's just about getting it low at this point. Sandslash comes in, which is tough, but these claws and foul plays are going to add up on Sandslash. Even though my attack is lowered now, it's still okay. I still don't know how I'm going to get out of this one, unless they're going to shield here. Because if they just go 2, yeah, I was just say, because if they went 2 shield within the back, they probably would have just dominated me. Not saying they won't yet, but now it gives me more options. And one of the options is to try and have to catch on the Dewgong. And I remember 1 claw and catch, so I got 1 shield, step 1, caught a move, step 2. They come in here, Dewgong allows me to get to the wild charge, and if they shield, I think I'm going to win now. Because now basically what they allow me to do is I'm going to go back to back. Even though if they lower my attack, you're both at less than 50%, and I'm going to wild charge the crap out of you. So I'm going to wild charge here to take you out, and I'm going to wild charge the Sandslash to take that out. So despite not doing great, 3 things there: grabbing a shield, catching, and just sort of energy management there to flip that matchup in my favor. This one, I probably played better. I probably just threw the Icy Wind right at the same time. Yeah, and I'm just looking. I'm probably just going to go straight, maybe one more and just go Icy Wind after that, but I don't think I'm going to mess around with that. They go Moonblast, which is a lot. Again, I said everything in my video yesterday that it does like 70%. It does 70% to a normal type Pokemon, not a Dewgong. Again, I'm going to lower their attack. These are adding up. Roller did get a buff, and I'm super effective to it. So why am I staying in? I'm going to sacrifice it. I think it's because I don't want to come in, because I can't come in Sableye, right? Because this claws are resisted. So I have to come in here. And what I'm worried about is having to throw like a wild charge and then being switch locked. So I think that's my thought process why I let the Dewgong go down, because I can't get switch locked having to go back-to-back wild charges here. So I'll get one wild charge off here, take it out. If something comes in, I could wild charge whatever comes in next and then bail to Sableye. And that is what's going to happen. It's a Medicham. So I'm going to throw the wild charge and then bail. So there, and this is a good matchup here. But now it's a Clefable. The good news is, so the Fairy Winds are not a hard hitting move, right? They're more for energy generation. So you are okay here because the claws are still neutral and those claws will add up. So these Fairy Winds are starting to add up even though they're not doing much. But I don't think they can get to a third move here. So I'm just going to double shield and commit to the full farm down and then have multiple foul plays coming out. Because the claws still, yeah, and now I got multiple foul plays and they have no chance. So tough lead here, come and Sableye, seeing if they're going to have an answer for it. Lanturn is an answer. So yeah, Lanturn's tough for this team because Sableye has a not good matchup here and Dewgong obviously has a bad matchup. So at best you have Electrode. Electrode is a good answer because they are all resisted moves, right? They only have water and electric, and you are a grass and electric, so you're resisting everything. So that's the pro. But yeah, tough lead. I do grab one shield, which is good. Problem is my Sableye is going to go down. So even if I can come in and farm, I can't take this down. From here, I could come up with like multiple moves, but in the ending, I'm going to have my Dewgong on Medicham, which is not great. And Thunderbolt is resisted. So I'm just trying to get to 2 wild charges. Makes sense. I don't want to lower my attack yet because if the Medicham has to come back in, I don't want to take counters being double down. Sandslash, Ice Punches are going to really hurt. Probably take me out, so I have to shield. Problem is here, I'm not with 2 wild charges. 1 wild charge does not take out. They let it go. I thought it would do way more and then I could just come in like Dewgong. But this only did like 70%. So I should have maybe like thrown the second one. So I would have been, I should have thrown the second one. Because what I would have done is I would have got the last shield or taken it out. And if I took it out, I could then have this Medicham, which could not have reset with these ice shards and icy winds, I mean. So I definitely should have thrown it. I should have thrown the... Unfortunately, these counters are adding up. Oh, I can't even get it off. If I got it off, it would have mattered. But now it does not matter because they're going to far outpace me. So yeah, that is a little tough, but not too much I could do. So good lead here. Ice Shard, Icy Wind, doing really effective. I didn't know. I was like, maybe the red Stone Edge, or if they got to an Earth Power, would hurt. So let's just lower their attack first. And then they catch on a Lickitung. So that's not great, because Lickitung can definitely absorb this. I don't think it's in Wild Charge range yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ship it again to put it in Wild Charge range. And that'll lower its attack times 2. So that way if I just need to... I'm going to take a move here too. Or no, okay. So that way if I need to take some moves here, their attack is down times 2. So it'll hurt. It'll add up between multiples. But I can just kind of take these. I want to get, yeah, hopefully I can get, yeah, I'm going to get a move off before they take me out because I really don't want to have to go into the deep red here. And they shield and catch, but they catch on their Medicham, which is fine because those do good chip damage. But then it's probably just going to put it, can I get to another move? No, I'm like 4 times lower, so that's not surprising. But now it puts it in farm down range, and then I'll come out with a loaded Sableye, which will be fine for whatever comes back in. So take whatever move, they throw their psychic. Again, almost everything except for Ice Punch is resisted. So load it with energy. What's going to come back in here? I'm guessing that's a Lickitung. Throw the Foul Play. This will take it out because it's very low, if I remember. Yep. Nidoqueen comes back in. Get a move off here. At this point, they have to shield or they're done. And then Ice Shard, Icy Wind should be... I don't even know if I was about to say. I don't even know if I need to throw the Icy Wind. I think Ice Shards would have been enough. So that's Dewgong. Pretty strong. Like, I think the drawing is a significant upgrade. I do think there is a lot of still meta Pokemon between Medicham and Lanturn and stuff like that that will cause this problems. The Ice Shard, Icy Wind is always strong because you can just lower your opponent's attack, and that's pretty strong at like force them to switch, or at least if you're going to lose, you're not going to lose as bad because their attack's going to be so much lower. But yeah, that is basically it. So just cover like a fighter weakness and then hopefully an answer to Lanturn as well in the back there. So that is it. I will have a Whiscash tomorrow, Sunday, and then Monday I'm working on Credilli. So I will test that out, and we will keep testing out these new Pokemon over the upcoming week. So that is it. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the thumbs up and comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.